I'm a huge fan of Child's Play. I love the series, with the exception of Seed, which is just absolutely awful. And I was a little bit trepidatious about going in to see a remake of this movie because of my love so much, because of Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky, the idea of this serial killer putting his soul into the doll and the doll coming to life. It's just a fantastic tale done really well through several iterations of the series. This one takes things a little bit different. It's more about the threat of technology and our reliance on apps and various technologies to run our life, and how ultimately they have a little bit too much to control and things can backfire. So we're introduced to Karen and her son Andy at the start of the movie. We get the idea of this buddy doll that's out there that can connect with all these various apps and devices and appliances and kind of run your life for you and be an AI friend of sorts. Andy's having a little bit of time readjusting to his move, where his mum's moved to a new flat and he can't really connect to other people. She gets him this cheap or almost free doll, which we see at the start has had everything removed from it. It's all its programs to stop it from harming people has been removed, and basically it connects with Andy, and anybody that hurts Andy wants to hurt them and takes things in a kind of violent spin. Now, there's certain things about the movie that work tremendously well. The idea behind this was really fun. Taking it away from the original, which is something I was wary of, was a nice touch. I felt if they brought back Dourif, it would have felt a little bit like the old ones, which isn't a bad thing, but they're trying to break away from that and they do it well. Aubrey Plaza as Karen is great. Andy is a good character, but falls into some tropes that we've seen done many times before. The kid who has a story to tell about a colour where nobody will believe them. That just goes on far too long and becomes a little bit grating at certain points, because you know what's happening, you know where the resolution lies for this, and you want to get there as quick as possible. One of the key things about the Chucky movies that I loved was the gore, the blood and guts that it goes for, the craziness that it sometimes has, and I was hoping for some good spectacular kills here. And we do get one rather spectacular kill involving sort of Christmas lights and kind of motorised lawnmower ground digger up thing. I don't know what it was, but it was cool anyway, and the ramifications for that were terrific. But alas, that was the only decent kind of kill, violent moment in the movie. We don't really go back to terror sequences or sequences of Chucky stalking people that feel natural or even fun. It becomes a kind of neutered version of Chucky. Even at the end, when I thought, oh, this is it, it's going to ramp up, it's going to get crazy, it never went full on as crazy as I would hope for. The voice work of Mark Hamill pales in comparison to Brad Dourif for me. It just feels by the numbers, bland, kind of across the board, neutered almost, and doesn't have that glee, that villain glee that you would want in this kind of performance. It just feels perfunctory. And although I enjoyed Child's Play, although I walked out of the cinema going, yeah, that was good, it felt lacking. It felt missing something. The blood and the guts, the maniacal laughter and craziness of the character of Chucky. It tries new things, and it should be commended for doing that. It doesn't fail. It just doesn't offer anything spectacular to rise it above the rest of the horror movies out there. And given a choice between a sequel to this and another sequel to Chucky, I think I would rather have the Brad Dourif maniacal laughter Chucky back, stabbing people with cool one-liners, rather than another version of this neutered Child's Play movie. If you're a fan of the series, I would even say just wait. Wait for DVD, wait for streaming services and check it out there. It's not I have to go to the cinema and check this out. It's good enough, which isn't really good enough. Anyway, I would love to know your thoughts on Child's Play. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.